When we think of dinosaurs, our minds instantly conjure up images of a world ruled by giants, towering creatures like Tyrannosaurus rex and Brachiosaurus, striding across ancient landscapes. These colossal animals have become the very symbols of prehistoric life, their size and power capturing our imagination for generations. This image is everywhere, from blockbuster movies to museum halls, casting dinosaurs as the main characters in a dramatic, ancient world. Their stories are told in books, documentaries, and even toys, shaping how we see the distant past. Their fossils, towering over us in museums, spark awe and fascination. It's easy to imagine them as the undisputed rulers of their time, dominating every corner of their world. The sheer scale of their bones makes us feel small, and their legacy looms large in our culture. But this story, as thrilling and dramatic as it is, oversimplifies the truth about the ancient world. Science reveals a far more complex picture. Dinosaurs were just one part of a vibrant, interconnected ecosystem, sharing their world with countless other fascinating creatures. The Mesozoic era was teeming with life, not just dominated by dinosaurs. There were flying reptiles soaring above, marine reptiles swimming in ancient seas, and early mammals scurrying through the undergrowth. Thinking of dinosaurs as the sole rulers is like seeing only lions on a savanna, ignoring the herds of antelope, the birds, insects, and plants that make the ecosystem work. Every part of the environment played a role in the balance of life. Each creature, big or small, played a vital role in the ancient world. From tiny insects pollinating prehistoric plants to small mammals adapting to survive, every species contributed to the rich tapestry of life. The real story of the dinosaurs is about their place in a much larger web of life, where survival depended on the interactions between many different species. To truly understand their world, we need to look beyond the giants and see the full cast of ancient life that surrounded them. The Mesozoic was a complex, bustling world, not just a stage for dinosaur drama. It was a living, breathing ecosystem, filled with constant change and adaptation. Appreciating the full picture means seeing all the other creatures that shared their ancient home, from the skies to the seas, and from the forest floor to the open plains. Only then can we truly grasp the story of life in the age of dinosaurs. A story not just of giants, but of a world alive with diversity, interaction, and wonder. To truly understand dinosaurs and their incredible story, we first need to explore the Mesozoic era, a vast stretch of time that lasted for over 186 million years. This era is often called the Age of Reptiles, and it's when dinosaurs ruled the land, seas, and skies. To put it in perspective, modern humans have existed for only a tiny fraction of that time, just a blink compared to the Age of Dinosaurs. The Mesozoic is divided into three major periods: media, timeline graphics showing; Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods; animated infographic of Mesozoic periods; the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. Each period brought its own unique changes to life on Earth. The Triassic period began after a massive extinction event. During this time, the first dinosaurs appeared, but they started out small and were just one group among many other ancient reptiles. The world was a harsh place with deserts and unpredictable climates. In the Jurassic period, dinosaurs truly flourished. They grew to enormous sizes like the giant sauropods as lush forests spread and the continents slowly drifted apart. The climate became warmer and wetter, creating new habitats for life to thrive. The Cretaceous period brought even more diversity. Iconic species like T-Rex and Triceratops appeared, and flowering plants began to spread across the land, changing ecosystems and providing new food sources for herbivores. Throughout all these periods, dinosaurs were just one part of a constantly changing world. Other incredible creatures like flying pterosaurs and giant marine reptiles also thrived alongside them. But the reign of the dinosaurs came to a sudden end 66 million years ago, when a catastrophic asteroid impact triggered massive extinctions and changed the course of life on Earth forever. The Mesozoic was a dynamic era shaped by evolution, extinction, and the rise of new life forms. Its legacy lives on in the fossils we study and the birds that soar above us today. Dinosaurs weren't alone in the Mesozoic. The world was alive with a stunning variety of creatures. In the oceans, marine reptiles like Plesiosaurus, Ichthyosaurus, and Mosasaurus ruled the seas, distinct from dinosaurs, but just as formidable. In the skies, pterosaurs soared, some as small as sparrows, others with wingspans rivaling small planes. On land, crocodiles, lizards, turtles, and amphibians thrived alongside dinosaurs, filling every ecological niche. Insects buzzed everywhere, pollinating plants, decomposing matter, and feeding countless animals. These creatures were essential to the ecosystem, shaping the world as much as the dinosaurs did. The Mesozoic was a noisy, vibrant place, not just a backdrop for dinosaur drama. Every animal, from the smallest insect to the largest marine reptile, played a part in the story. The real Mesozoic was a world of neighbors, not just giants. The Mesozoic also saw the rise of our own distant relatives, the first mammals. Often pictured as tiny, shrew-like creatures hiding from dinosaurs, these mammals were actually diverse and adaptable. Being small was a survival strategy, allowing them to burrow, climb, and hunt insects at night. They evolved fur, became nocturnal, and filled niches dinosaurs ignored. Recent fossils reveal mammals that swam, glided, and even hunted small dinosaurs. Mammals weren't just survivors, they were innovators, quietly thriving in the shadows. Their resilience set the stage for their later success after the dinosaurs vanished. Our existence today is thanks to these tenacious, adaptable ancestors. While dinosaurs ruled the land, the seas and skies had their own champions. Ichthyosaurs, shaped like dolphins, and plesiosaurs with long necks, dominated the oceans as apex predators. Pliosaurs, with massive jaws, hunted other marine reptiles, making the seas a dangerous place. Pterosaurs were the first vertebrates to master flight, ranging from tiny insect eaters to giants like Quetzalcoatlus. Birds evolved from small, feathered dinosaurs, gradually taking to the skies and diversifying into many forms. By the Cretaceous, birds and pterosaurs shared the air, each with unique adaptations. The Mesozoic sky was a realm of competition and innovation. The oceans and skies were as dynamic and diverse as the land. Dinosaurs were just one part of a much larger story. The full picture includes the rulers of the deep and the masters of the air. The Mesozoic world was a patchwork of different environments, each with its own community of life. Dinosaurs lived in rainforests, deserts, floodplains, and coastlines, each ecosystem supporting unique species. In North America, Triceratops grazed alongside duck-billed dinosaurs, while T-Rex hunted at the top of the food chain. Smaller predators, mammals, lizards, and birds all played roles in these complex webs. Sauropods shaped their habitats by eating and trampling vegetation, creating opportunities for other species. Predators kept herbivore populations in check, maintaining balance. Plants, insects, and small animals were just as crucial as the giants. Everything was connected. Success depended on fitting into the ecosystem, not ruling over it. The real power lay in the intricate relationships that made life possible. When we call dinosaurs rulers of their era, we're giving them a kind of human-like authority and power they never actually possessed. The word ruler makes it sound as if dinosaurs had conscious control over their world, as if they made decisions that shaped the fate of other creatures. But that's not how nature works. Dinosaurs didn't make decisions or command other animals. They survived by instinct, not by ruling. Their lives were driven by the need to eat, avoid danger, and reproduce, just like every other animal. Using the term rulers also overlooks the incredible success of other groups that thrived alongside dinosaurs. Mammals, pterosaurs, marine reptiles, insects, and even the plants that formed the foundation of these ancient ecosystems. Each of these groups played a vital role in the prehistoric world. The Mesozoic era was a time of many evolutionary triumphs, not just dinosaur dominance. Life was exploding in diversity, with new forms and strategies appearing all the time. The word ruler suggests a static, unchanging world, but in reality, the balance of power shifted constantly as climates changed, continents drifted, and new challenges arose. Dinosaurs were ecologically dominant in many environments, but they weren't monarchs sitting atop a throne. Their dominance was about numbers and variety, not about control. Their true success was about adaptation, being able to change, survive, and thrive as their world transformed around them, not about exerting control over others. Even at their peak, dinosaurs shared the world with countless other thriving life forms, each carving out their own niche and story. The real story of the Mesozoic is about coexistence, competition, and the constant struggle for survival, not about absolute rule or a single group dominating all others. Evolution doesn't crown kings, it rewards adaptability, flexibility, and the ability to respond to change. Dinosaurs were a major evolutionary success, but they were far from the only winners in this ancient world. Their story, and the story of the Mesozoic, is much richer and more fascinating when we see them as part of a dynamic, ever-changing, and shared world. The Mesozoic was a world of many winners, not just one, and that's what makes its history so extraordinary. The true foundation of the Mesozoic world wasn't the dinosaurs, it was the plants, insects, and microbes. Plants formed the base of every food web, supporting herbivores and, in turn, carnivores. The rise of flowering plants in the Cretaceous transformed ecosystems and drove dinosaur evolution. Insects pollinated these new plants, decomposed waste, and fed countless animals. Their partnership with plants was one of the era's most important developments. Microbes, bacteria and fungi, were the ultimate recyclers, breaking down dead matter and returning nutrients to the soil. Without these tiny organisms, the entire ecosystem would collapse. Dinosaurs, for all their might, depended on the silent work of plants, insects, and microbes. The real power in any ecosystem lies with those who sustain and renew life. The giants were impressive, but the world ran on the work of the small and unseen. Moving beyond the myth of dinosaur rulers reveals a deeper truth. Life is a web of connections, not a hierarchy. Every creature, from T-Rex to the tiniest microbe, depended on others to survive. The Mesozoic teaches us about resilience, adaptation, and the importance of every link in the chain. Dinosaurs thrived by evolving to fit changing worlds. Mammals survived by seizing new opportunities. The sudden extinction of the dinosaurs is a reminder of life's fragility and the unpredictability of our planet. No group, no matter how dominant, is immune to change. The real story is one of diversity, cooperation, and constant transformation. By seeing the whole ecosystem, we understand nature's complexity and our own place in it. The lost world of the Mesozoic is a lesson in humility and wonder. It's not just a tale of monsters, but a timeless story of life's interconnectedness.